What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda, and I'm just here to talk about Basketball Wives, just Basketball Wives Orlando. I'm not doing LA. I had already checked out of, Basketball Wives LA. And then when they brought back Evelyn Lozada, I decided, yeah, for sure, I'm not going back. I don't like that lady. Every time I see her, I think about her. And every time I see her, all I hear is monkey, monkey, monkey. So the both of them can go kick rock. And for me, honestly, it's it's time for those girls to go away. They're the basketball players are 12 years old. These old women, and I don't mean old as in old, but like y'all are not dating ballers in the league. With the exception of Brittany Renner, who honestly they kind of could have put over here in Orlando, but she's in LA. And if they're gonna do LA, just get a new crop. We don't need it. We don't need to watch Evelyn Swole ass pretend like she's in a relationship with some man that we don't know from a different reality show. It's just time for them to go. Jackie Christie included. Honestly, like, even though she's still married to Doug, it's just time for them to go. And when I watch this new Basketball Wives, the mess is the same. The mess hasn't changed, but at least these girls are dating guys that are currently in the league or just recently, retired from the league. So it just makes more sense. But this is my city. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about it because I didn't intend to. Before we get into it, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and yeah. Basketball Wives Orlando. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to say who the girls are because they're at this point 4 episodes in. I didn't see it yesterday. I'm going to do, a quick little recap on 1, 2, and 3. And then tomorrow, somehow I'll get 4 out so I can get caught up. My plan moving forward is to do, I think they come on Monday. Let me check. But if they come on Monday, then my plan is to do Basketball Wives Orlando on Tuesday. I'm really, really trying, like I said, to get this schedule together. But I'm gonna just say who's who, and then we'll get into like kind of what happened in the first 3 episodes. It's like this: the girls meet up, they get into a little tangle, and then we move on to the next event, or as Tisha would say over in Huntsville, event. Show starts with Megan James. Megan James is pretending like she's relocating herself to Orlando. I don't believe she is. I think she's here to take the show, but okay. Megan James is from Bad Girls Club, and she also did season 5 of Basketball Wives. Apparently, she dated a former NBA player and coach, Kendrick Brown. Kendrick is no longer in the league, and I don't know how much their relationship was, like how long they dated or any of that, but Megan says something to the effect of she kind of got a roster of dudes that she's dated in the league, and she don't mention no names because you get more money that way. Now, I don't know what she's doing over there to get her money, but apparently whatever it is she's doing, it requires her to keep her mouth shut in terms of saying who it is that she's doing whatever it is she's doing with. Shani drops her off in Orlando, and they talk about how they are in this basketball world, and there's a lot of reference to the basketball world. I don't think they know that their basketball world is, pretty much out here in the world with the rest of us. I think they're kind of, some of them slowly figuring that out. Anyway, Megan is going to come here, reach out to these ladies that have recently moved here, which basically means most of them don't live here. And I'll say who I think is here for real and who's not. But they're here for the show. So, child, we're going to Airbnb it out until we get to, what we decide to do. At this point, she doesn't know these ladies. Shani told her, just fall back, don't be in the mess, and just see who's cool with who. But she thinks it's a good idea for her to reach out to these girls. Well, Megan is here for the mess. So, without the mess, we don't need her. Morgan. So Morgan Bledsoe was married to Eric Bledsoe. I think he's retired. They have 3 children. Morgan and Eric were high school sweethearts, and I guess the league is not. I won't even say the league. The relationship has run its course. Morgan is from Birmingham. She's a hairstylist and an entrepreneur, and she's here, she said, to open a flagship beauty school and salon suites. I guess. I guess we'll see, because a lot of times these girls talk about what they doing. She said her plan is to come here and become the queen pin of the Orlando beauty industry. And I guess I've been in the Orlando beauty industry for about 20 years now. And if you're gonna be the queen pin, honey, be the queen pin. But what I suggest you do is network yourself, my love, and get to know the industry, how it works here in Orlando, because I don't know how it works in Birmingham. And I feel like you've been a basketball wife living in the basketball world and haven't really spent a whole lot of time behind the chair, because you got these 3 children and your man been playing over here and over there, and in order for you to build your business as a hairstylist, you kind of got to be around in your city. I'm just saying. So Morgan is mad at Ashley because Morgan is still very much in her feelings about her divorce. I don't know. I guess she's currently going through custody and child support. And, now her and her husband are at the point where they're fighting over money. So the divorce is like nasty at this point. And somehow Ashley is involving herself in it. Morgan says she's over here bringing her friends around these men, around, around her man, and maybe some others. So they're painting a picture. Morgan is painting a picture of Ashley being some kind of madam that brings her friends around for these ballers, whether they be married or single or what have you. I don't know if that's what she's doing. Ashley is married to Tony Snell. They've been married for 2 years and they have 2 children. Ashley has a boutique over here in Winter Park, and Winter Park is a very affluent area in the city. The shopping area over in Park Avenue is full of cute little boutiques and jewelry stores and restaurants. It's definitely, it's a vibe over there. Museums, and it's definitely a little fashion mecca of the Orlando area. So for her to have a boutique over there is a coin required. We don't just go up in Winter Park getting a boutique. It's not like the neighborhood plaza. So I'm gonna give Ashley kudos for being able to open up over there. She's seemingly about her business. I don't know about her business of hooking up these ball players with her friends or what have you. I don't know much about that business, but what I do see is her handling her, her actual business. Ashley says she made her first million by the time she was 28 years old. So she wants you all to know that she was a baller before she bagged a baller. And, I guess, girl. Neek Brown is a social media personality. Now she's a cutie patootie. She has millions of followers on YouTube and her social media platform. I don't know honestly how to describe her platform. I haven't really been over there. I ain't gonna lie. I just know, I clicked on a few things and I kind of didn't know what was going on. So it's not my lane, clearly. She's dating Dwayne Bacon. She's been with Dwayne for 2 years. Dwayne has 2 children with Mackenzie Hyatt. Now, this is where things start to get a little interesting. So, Mackenzie and Neek had a little crossover. Dwayne was over there crossing over, in with one and not quite out with the other. Their kids are pretty little. So there was some tension there between the two of them, but because there's children involved, Neek has a son of her own, and then of course, like I said, Dwayne has the two children with Mackenzie. Mackenzie said she's working on her co-parenting with Dwayne. So she rented a house 3 doors down from him and Neek. And at first I was like, wait, what? So I'm still on the fence about this one because I feel like at some point it was said that I'm a little bit on the fence about this just because I feel like there's the crossover with the two of them. And now this girl's moved 3 doors down from them. So what does that look like really? Because I feel like this Dwayne has been playing overseas. A lot of them have been playing overseas. So he was former NBA. I don't know if he's still playing on the overseas or if he's overseas, that means he's gone a lot. So now he's gone and these two girls are living basically next door to each other in this apartment complex. She said she rented a house 3 doors down. It's not a house. It's some kind of quadruplex condominium type situation because it ain't no garage. They got parking lot out there with numbers of which door to go to. You know what apartment looked like. So I don't know if he got them over there to do this show together. I guess, Dwayne, you worked it out for your baby mama and your girlfriend to both get a check over here based on their association with you. And guess I'm not mad at it because if Nick was going to go over here and be on the show with her millions of followers, you weren't about to do that without hooking up the baby mama as well. So all I'm saying is it's so loud. Jeez. Anyway, child, I would say, Neek, don't be being that girl's babysitter while baby daddy is out of the country. I think it's cool that y'all have figured out a way to get along with one another because, at the end of the day, there's kids involved. And Nick says she's been with this guy for 2 years. So 2 years is a long time to be spending with somebody to be having negative energy with the mother. And y'all, you're gonna be spending time with the kids. So yeah, after the typing is over though, Nick, you and Dwayne need to go find somewhere else to live. Mackenzie, you too. Find something else to do, Mackenzie. Who else is there, child? Nikki Nicole. We'll talk about her. Nikki Nicole, she dated Josh Jackson, apparently. I don't know nothing about her and Josh Jackson, but in order for her to be on the show, some way, shape, or form, she was associated with Josh Jackson. I know she was associated with Curtis Jackson. Ain't that 56'9" Curtis Jackson? And I definitely know we remember Nikki and 4. That's what we know her for, girl. And yeah, who else? Mulan Hernandez. So Mulan Hernandez, she's a college athlete and a basketball influencer. Never heard of a basketball influencer, but apparently she does basketball tips online and, she has acquired quite the following from that. She says she's an all-around bad bitch. She's self-proclaimed, I guess, girl. She dated NBA player Bobo. What the fuck? She said that, they were very young and they outgrew each other. A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. I guess, girl. Mulan said her mother had 9 kids. Her father had 6 kids. They went without water. They went without food. They had bed bugs. She dealt with roaches, honey. Running across Bobo definitely probably upgraded her life. So I can't even be mad at that, girl. So I guess y'all fell out of love or what have you. Then there's Lindsay Marble. Lindsay Marble is married to Devin Marble. They are expecting their first child. So, I mean, Lindsay got a ring on her finger. Lindsay and Ashley. And the rest of y'all are trying to figure it out, I suppose. Danielle Miller, she's an ex-fiance of Rashad Vaughn. The mess continues. They have 2 children. Danielle's also a former basketball player. She says she gave it up to be with this guy. He was playing overseas, so she gave up basketball. She became a mom. She even said she had her child overseas so she could be close to her husband. That's asking a lot. It's hard to have a baby without your support system. So she's still very much raw in her feelings. Apparently, we got another overlap situation with the same individuals we had the last time. Seems as though Mackenzie is over here dating Rashad, and Rashad is still engaging with the mother of his children, and this is the shit they do. So you've got, and another thing, Danielle has been in a relationship with him since high school. So this is a whole different level of heartbreak, I think. You know, when they've been together for so long and they have kids and what have you. And you know, Mackenzie finds herself in the middle of that situation too. So that's where the mess begins. We got Ashley over here apparently passing the friends around to these ballers behind their wives' back. And we got Mackenzie over here overlapping at one side or the other. Morgan gives very much boss bitch energy. And I think that's what she came here to do, is, you know, proclaim herself the boss bitch. I think Megan sees herself as a boss bitch too, so I guess we're gonna see how that all works out. So like I said, you know, we have meetups, and the first 3 episodes are the 3 big meetups. We meet up, we clash, and you know, the mess ensues. So the first meetup, Megan has a brunch. She's got Morgan, Neek, Mackenzie, and Lindsay at this brunch. This is her first, like, I'm going to get to know these ladies situation. Morgan came in there, you know, she came with the shits because she got a bone to pick with Ashley. Did I say Ashley? Ashley was there. Yeah, Ashley was there. And Morgan came there to like get at Ashley, apparently. Um, Ashley was sitting with brought this girl with her, and Morgan was on some, why is she looking at me crazy? I don't know if she was looking her crazy or not. I know Morgan was looking for a reason to get at Ashley, and that was her opportunity. So she approached that girl like, why are you looking at me like that? And then of course Ashley goes over there to defend her friend. Ashley, what are you wearing? Ashley's standing up there with a bustier with some, like, I don't know, mitten sleeves attached to it. She look a fool. And she's the fashion girl. But I guess it was just a little distracting for me. Ashley and Morgan, you know, start going back and forth, and then they start grabbing at each other. Like at this point, they about to fight down to the brunch. And I don't even really know what or why that had to take place. Well, I do know why. Morgan needs to exercise some self-control, but you know, what's the fun in that? So since they were fighting down to the brunch, Morgan decided she wants a redo. So she's going to set up a little golf outing for the ladies. This is how you know they're not from Florida, because nobody is going golfing in 100-degree weather in the middle of the day during thunderstorm time. They were down at some little resort, the Mission Inn Resort. I've never heard of it. I think there's so many really dope places around here to do things like golfing and things of that nature. I would say because Disney owns a lot of stuff, it's difficult to get clearance to film maybe in some of those places, but I don't think that's a representation. That looked like somewhere where retirees go to spend a week or so in Florida. Not the ones that have snowbirds, not the snowbirds that have homes down here. The ones that just want to stay at a quick resort where there's a, I don't know, golf thing. Yeah, I know that golf course was raggedy. It was bothering me. But anyway, Morgan, if you gonna be self-proclaiming yourself the queen of the beauty industry and such, you need to step it up a little bit, because I don't know what in the senior citizens blue light special was going on over there at that golf course. Anyway, they got rained on, and that's not why we were here. We weren't here to watch them sweat their edges off out on the golf course. We're here to find out like what's going on with who's baby daddy and stuff. So what's going on is we, need to get together and like maybe clear the air about some things. And then Lindsay chimed in and said, Megan, don't you have something to tell Morgan? So now Megan looking a fool, like, what are you talking about, Lindsay? I don't even know you. Apparently, at some point, Megan went out with Morgan's ex-husband. And Megan wasn't trying to talk about it right then, but Lindsay thought it should be out in the open for sure. So we sitting here having a conversation about how Megan had went on a date with this girl's ex-husband, Morgan's ex-husband. And it's funny because Morgan got a whole lot of smoke for Ashley, but she didn't have any for Megan from the Bad Girls Club. She said she already knew about all of that from the divorce settlement. Now, I don't know how she found out through her divorce that Megan had gone on a few dates with Eric, because that's what she said. She said they just went on a few dates with group dates with people. So, every time she tells the story, it becomes less and less a thing. So I don't know what happened with her and this lady's husband, but she trying to make real light of it. And Morgan wasn't, like I said, she wasn't coming with no smoke. She said she already heard about it and she would like to welcome Megan to Orlando. And I would like to know how Morgan is welcoming Megan to Orlando when she ain't from Orlando. I'm just saying. Megan then deflected. She took, she wanted to get the heat off of her. So she decided to turn the conversation on Ashley. Because Ashley be over here running her mouth and setting men's up with all these girls and things. And Milan says she was here. I mean, she was there at an event where, I don't know, they were around and Ashley was the subject came up. I did not hear Ashley say anything about having her friends around nobody's man in that particular conversation. I'm not sure what it was Mulan was confirming, but she did say she saw it for herself. And so she and Ashley are cool apparently, but she got her eye on Ashley because she know what, types of games Ashley be up to. I don't know what Ashley are they talking about, because the Ashley in the flashback do not match the Ashley that we seeing today. I'm just saying, Ashley got some bad sense of style and a whole different face. And yeah, Ashley, take it easy, girl. Now, as they're sitting at the table, Mackenzie is starting to realize, am I the only person that is friends with Ashley? And Nick is like, look, me and Mackenzie have an understanding, and I would really prefer that Mackenzie just chill and not like get it in with these girls, because we don't need to have any, conflict between Nick and Mackenzie. And I don't want that either. I hope that Mackenzie and Nick stay on the path that they're on with their relationship, at least in, managing to get along with each other. They do not need to let these girls and this messy shit get in the way of what they got like going on in their real life. Because it's one part of it that's a TV show, and it's another part of it of these people are actually in a relationship and there's kids that they're trying to, keep out of the mess, because the kids don't need to be in the middle of all that nonsense. What's the name? Megan said that Mackenzie be talking. I mean, not Mackenzie. Megan said that Ashley be talking to Eric all the time. Eric, meaning Morgan's ex-husband, Eric. I don't know if she be talking to him all the time, but she did admit to talking to him. So I don't know why she's doing so much talking to Eric, Morgan's ex-husband. Seems like she's got enough going on without being involved in mess. But nonetheless, she's in the midst of it. And not only did she get in the midst of it, she told Mackenzie. And Mackenzie then asked Morgan. And so now the jig is up. We know like who running their mouth. And it seems like it's Ashley. There's starting to be a divide here. And you're going to have to pick a side. You have to be Team Morgan or Team Ashley. That's what it's looking like, child. I'm just saying. Morgan says Ashley communicating with her ex is affecting her life, her family, and her livelihood. Now, Morgan, I'm going to need you to explain that, because I don't know how that is. I don't know what she's doing with your ex, communicating with your ex. I think somehow or another, Ashley now has a relationship with the new girlfriend, or has befriended the new girlfriend. Morgan saw their relationship as friendship. Ashley said we wasn't friends like that. We was friends in the basketball world. And I believe Ashley. I think, there is this group of girls that are involved, married with basketball players, and they find themselves at different events together. So they kind of like socialize with each other as it relates to that. You know what I'm saying? I get the whole basketball world. But in her real life, that's not her real life friends. Sometimes I think real friendships bud, and this one was not that. I don't know what their relationship was. Morgan said they was friends, and Ashley said not really. So Morgan, she wasn't really a friend, because that's not how she was feeling about you. And I want them to stop with that bringing friends around your man nonsense. Your man is a whole ass man. He should be able to conduct himself accordingly around whoever's friends. That sounds crazy. Now, the next event is Ashley's grand reopening of her store. And she's public enemy #1, but she's also having an event, and everybody wants to be there. Megan's messy self came with Nikki from, Black Ink. Nikki from Black Ink, because that's where we know you from. Forrest's ex-girlfriend. I'm saying that because I saw you on the internet being an asshole, so I might just keep calling you that. You ain't Josh Johnson's girlfriend, so hell, you Forrest's ex-girlfriend. That's why we know you. Anyway, I digress. Megan also invites Danielle to the grand opening. Now, Danielle hasn't been to any of these events before, but now you're inviting her here, and you know that Mackenzie's gonna be here. So that energy is gonna be real messy, because in Danielle's mind, she and her man are still working on things, and Mackenzie is in the way of that. And what's really going on is he playing over there with you, and he playing over there with Mackenzie. And look at the foolishness that y'all have gotten yourself into. And Mackenzie, I'm gonna say y'all, because you're allowing whatever he's saying to affect your good judgment. I'm just saying, and you know better, because you just went through it with your own baby daddy. Anyway, Danielle gets to the store. Ashley, Megan asked Ashley, was it okay? And Ashley was like, I'm not really trying to have no drama over at my grand reopening, but she know how to act. And Mackenzie's like, I don't have no issues. We don't have no issues. So bring it on. And Danielle came in there already mad, already ready to get at Mackenzie. Megan was like, I think y'all should talk. And Danielle's like, I'm not going to talk to no side chick. I don't know why Megan feels like they need to talk. I think they definitely don't need to talk, especially not here. But, if they don't talk here, then why are we watching, right? So they go back and forth. Danielle came armed with text messages and video chats and all kinds of stuff. Like at this point, she's just collecting information to show Mackenzie that she's still smashing her baby daddy. Mackenzie don't care because he's telling her it's over. So both of y'all gonna end up with your feelings hurt. Danielle, you've got some years of hurt to heal yourself from. And so as long as you dabbling, then you're gonna be stuck in it. And that's not gonna make him come back. He's just out here making a fool out of everybody, really, because y'all are over here fighting with each other. And more you than Mackenzie, Danielle. So once again, you focusing on something other than yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gave up basketball. You should not, you should not have given up that. But since you did, can you pick it back up? If this is what he's doing, it's time for you to find out what you're going to be doing. Morgan and Danielle both are still hurt though, because I think, like I said, it's a different kind of love. It's that high school sweetheart situation. So the hurt goes deep. And both of them are going to figure out. Morgan seems to have an idea of what she's going to do. I don't see her putting no energy into it, really, because what we're doing right now is standing in Ashley's store, her grand opening. So we're on to episode 3, and this is the last little meetup. They have a influencer party to go to. Megan has a little date with her boyfriend. She over here, she's still trying to get pregnant for the man. He's not a basketball player. He's a tattoo artist. And he said he got kids and he's not leaving his kids to come stay in Orlando. So I don't know why she's trying to get pregnant by somebody who's not even, y'all haven't even figured out where you're rooted at. But you won't throw the man a pregnancy test. He said he not gonna be serious until she gets serious about amending her relationship with her family. I mean, I guess I don't know what the relationship is with her mother, but that's not something you can force if it's always been terrible. So he looking for, I feel like he's picked an impossible situation for her to work on just so he doesn't have to commit. Pay attention, Megan. We get a little bit more of Ashley's story. So apparently in 2018, Ashley lost her father. In 2019, she lost her mother. And then 2020, she had a miscarriage. And so she's been going through a lot. And I don't know where in the midst of all of this, she was fixing up these people's husbands with her friends, but she is here again sharing her story. We're getting a lot of real stuff from Ashley. Her and her husband have 2 boys via surrogate. Her oldest son has been diagnosed with autism, and she has her younger son being tested because he's showing some of the signs. And she's found out over the years that her husband also suffers from autism. So, and we know there's a spectrum, so we don't know how people fall into the spectrum, but wherever her husband is on the spectrum, it didn't keep him from reaching, his goals. So she's going through this whole journey as a mother that has been a difficult one. On top of that, she's running her businesses. So it's a lot of hate for Ashley. And I'm not saying Ashley's innocent, but I'm saying that Ashley is definitely taking advantage of this platform to get her shit out there. So far in the last 3 episodes, like I said, I'm gonna tonight or tomorrow morning watch episode 4. But based on what we're seeing now, it's just a lot of catty shit that goes along with the show. But Morgan, I don't know why I want to like Morgan. I do. And Danielle too. I just guess I see them young and in a place of pain with children, and y'all are gonna have to get past what this relationship was for you and get into who you are as a individual, because being even to be I'm in this basketball world, unless you play basketball, kind of not really. So yeah, the being in the basketball world has provided you this platform. Don't waste it on worrying about who Ashley's hooking Eric up with, because Ashley got a whole business over here, and you've talked about having one, but we want to see what you're gonna do for real, for real. Another messy meetup. We having this influencer day. This is Nick's thing. Like I said, she's a content creator and a social media personality. I actually think it's a cute idea. It's an opportunity for the girls to get together, dress up cute, get some good pictures and have a little moment. That's what we do, And when I say we, I mean all of us. Like when I go out to eat, like whether it's like with my daughter, my friends, whatever, if we dressed up, we gonna get a few, like couple few cute pictures and stuff to like. That's to me how you that's how you save your memories now. Like we don't take pictures like how we used to at different events. Now, you pull out your phone and you document the moment just for memory's sake. So it's a cute idea. Ashley shows up with the stupid hair, girl. What is going on? Now she's a Rastafarian, and all they did was laugh at her hair and laugh at her for looking a fool. And it ended up making Nikki, first of all, she like, this ain't really what the vibe I wanted, because what kind of content is this besides the mess? Danielle and Morgan sat there and pretty much mean girled Ashley. Ashley sat down like she always does. She's not a fighter really, and she's a little bitty thing. So what's she really gonna do? After it was all over, Neek and Mulan and Nikki met up. I think they were getting pedicures, and Neek was just saying how she felt bad for Ashley because it felt like she was being bullied, and she did not want to come across like no bully. That ain't what she's into. And Mulan wants to plan, like she thinks they just need to hash this shit out. So she wants to plan what she's calling the Last Supper. And she wants everybody to sit across, Mackenzie sit across from Danielle, and Morgan sit across from Ashley, and everybody just hash out their problems so that moving forward, we can just have fun. That's a terrible idea. I don't think that's going to work. And Nikki's like, maybe not across from each other. Maybe you could catty corner them a little bit or something. Because, I guess you can visualize a bunch of jumping over, snatching bitches from over the table, slinging things. And yeah, that's what I see happening at the Last Supper. Then, of course, Nikki goes back and relays the message to Morgan, but the way she tells it isn't exactly how it went. So I guess now there's going to be some tension between Morgan and, now we got to choose sides for real. And I feel like Nick is not stupid, and she is going to take, I don't want to say take sides, but I don't think she's going to allow this nonsense, hopefully not, to interfere with her relationship with Mackenzie. So, yeah, I guess the lines have been drawn, and we're going to see how that turns out, and we can see who's going to side with who. So after we pick the sides, ladies, I hope we can get to the bag. That's what y'all need to be focused on. The catty shit is, that's only gonna be cute for we at episode 4. So what else? What else we gonna do? Because let's don't go down this road where y'all are like 50 some years old over there with Jackie and them talking about your ex basketball boyfriend. Let's don't do that. So Basketball Wives Orlando, I'll be here for it as long as they, here in Orlando. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back to talk about episode 4, y'all. Have a good one. Bye.